Hello, folks. Just a quick update. When we see price action like this, it can feel very uncomfortable. And so that's why I'm doing this update. I just want to let you know what I see looking at the charts after we get another smash down in silver overnight. And on that topic, let me zoom in a little bit here on this. This is silver in the daily time frame. Last time we looked at this chart, that was a big red bar, and the body of the bar went, pretty much down to the bottom of that green bar. Anyway, it was a pretty ugly picture last time we looked at this chart. But look what happened yesterday. That is pardon my French, that's a big ass bullish, bullish hammer, doji with a long tail. I got the number yesterday. That tail on that candle it's $4 or something like that. I forget exactly what the number is. Anyway, that is a very bullish candlestick that we got yesterday. Today, obviously, we are overnight. Another smashback. I suspect that was another attempted. The LBMA and the COMEX, the people that short those markets and sell paper silver on those markets, they're not going to give up. Their intention is to break the price of silver. In my opinion, they're not going to have any luck. But what do I know? And then in gold, we can see that again there was a paper smashdown in all of the metals markets: palladium, platinum, silver, gold, all of them. Big movements in all of those markets. But let's look here at gold. So, okay, big smashdown. What did they accomplish? Well, they pushed price down to this. This is the first median line of a Schiff pitchfork. And so all they did with their big smash down is cause gold to test support at that support level, support resistance level. And support was found there. The buyers came in and pushed price right back up to where it was, which is, essentially 4,600 at this point. And so anyway, I just, my reassurance is that we don't have anything at this point to be concerned with in the precious metals markets, with this caveat. The CME, which of course that's COMEX, gold and silver futures markets, they have now raised margin rates 3 separate times in the last 30 days. And I'd have to go back to my charts to get the exact dates. But at the end, from memory, at the end of the 2011-2012 rally, CME raised silver margin rates 5 times. And, whether that was a coincidence or not, 5 margin hikes, and the precious metals rally ended. If we go all the way back to 1980-81, the CME, they just outright changed the rules. They said, you ain't buying any new positions. All you can do is sell. And of course, that forced the Hunt brothers to liquidate their long positions. And that broke that silver market. And so, caveat on Brian sitting here saying, blue skies and clear sailing, the CME and the LBMA, I would assume, I haven't looked, excuse me, they're going to do everything they can to break this current rally in the precious metals markets. But enough of me babbling. Let's talk about this. This is silver down in the 1 hour time frame. We looked at this chart yesterday and the day before, and I just want to give an update on what I am looking for in this particular chart, and I believe I believe we're seeing. let's talk about technical analysis of trends. And so one of the things we want to look for is resistance levels becoming support in an uptrend. And so if we with that idea in mind, if we look at this particular chart, okay, there is resistance, support, resistance again. That was we talked about this in the video yesterday. There's support, 5 different price bars overnight demonstrating support. Well, here we are today, overnight, and yet again, this minor, in my opinion, minor support resistance level is providing support for the price of silver. And one of the things about technical analysis, and you're looking at an uptrend, the more times a support or resistance level is tested, the stronger it becomes, or the assumption is that the stronger it becomes. And so every time COMEX and LBMA attempt their paper smash downs of the metals markets, all they're accomplishing so far in silver is to strengthen this level as support. And so let's zoom out now to this is the chart. And let me emphasize here. Oh, we didn't. I lost my label. Where's it at? It's in there somewhere. Anyway, this we're in log mode. This down in the 1 hour time frame. That chart, that's log mode. I've got a label in there somewhere, as I do here as well. Where'd it go? Anyway, I lost my log mode label. This is a log mode chart. And we've looked at it before. And I just wanted to emphasize down in that 1 hour time frame, this is what we were looking at. It's this minor support resistance level. I'm looking for it to firmly establish price, to establish this level as support, which to me will just cement the case. It won't be a question anymore that silver's headed to 170 or 180. And so I wanted to take just a quick look at the mining stocks while we're looking at stuff this morning. Hecla, a little push higher, 1.3%. A little bit of a sideways consolidation, and now it appears Energy Coil, sideways consolidation, Energy Coil, same thing, semantics. Appears that price is breaking higher above that level. Wheaton, again, just a tremendous amount of energy being demonstrated in the stock. As I said I think a couple of videos ago, doji. We only had 3 last time. Now we got 4. So 4 dojis in a row. And then, as I pointed out, each of these are a gap. Gap on the open, gap on the open, gap on the open, gap. This is just tremendous energy being demonstrated here in Wheaton. And of course, royalty streaming model. And then this is, I guess if you'd call if I had a market darling right now, it would be GROY. And just demonstrating the energy in GROY in spades at this point. If you dig into their corporate presentation, they're talking about a 400% price gain. That's from memory. Am I wrong? I could be wrong there. Anyway, my personal price target on GROY is $9. And so here we are at 5. My price target is 9. And, take that for what it's worth. USAS, that's my other, if I had a second market darling, it would be USAS. And the reason I'm talking, market darling, why those 2 stocks, it's my America theme. Natural resources, my opinion again, are being nationalized around the planet. And so when we invest, my opinion, we want to invest our hard-earned money in resource stocks that are mining projects in the country where we live. And so anyway, that's my interest in USAS and GROY. I'm over 10 minutes. Have a great day, folks. Talk to you soon.